My freaking dumb butt deleted TikTok. I want to say I'm so dumb, but like I didn't know that it was gonna literally come back the next day. I was just so accepting of it that I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just delete it. So if I commented or liked your video, it's because I'm on Safari doing that. I feel like my screen time has been going down, so that's awesome. More time for reading. I just finished Tuesdays with Morrie. There was a negative Goodreads review that I saw that said they thought it was more saccharine than substance. I think that's kind of the point. Like, sometimes it really is that simple. It really doesn't have to be that revolutionary. Like, I could walk into Home Goods and read something, like, really read it, and I'd be like, you know what? Live, laugh, love. You have a point. Because the older I get, I start to do corny stuff. Unironically, a couple months ago, I told my mom, I sat down and I was like, you know what, Mom? Whenever you would tell me, you're not gonna get this now, but you're gonna get it later when you're older. You were very right. That made her so happy, because can you imagine having like some bratty daughters because they're going through their teenage phase, and then you're like, you won't get it now, but you're gonna get it later. And they're like, the fuck are you talking about? Now I freaking get it. So funny, because when she was like, okay, give me an example, the best one I could come up with was that she gave me this pair of wedge like heels, I don't know, from 20 years ago or something, and she's like, be careful, they hurt, like your feet are gonna like hurt. And I was like, I don't know, like I feel like they're not gonna hurt. And then guess what, lo and behold, I wore them and my feet freaking hurt. And then I told her that. I was like, yeah, it turns out they did hurt, you were right. And she was like flabbergasted, because she's like, what kind of example is this? I thought you were talking about like big life stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I am, but this includes that. That's a great metaphor though, actually. If your mom tells you that those shoes are gonna hurt, they might not hurt at first. I love me a good metaphor. I love, what is it called? An analogy. It's not an analogy, it's more like a metaphor. Get this. Apparently, if you use analogies, it could be a sign of intelligence, because it indicates that you have a strong understanding of complex concepts, you have strong communication skills, and that you have the ability to connect different ideas. Ooh, highlight is the last thing, last step. You probably saw my dry ass hands this whole video. Don't be concerned, I have a hand cream, but don't get this one, it sucks. I thought this was a dupe for the L'Occitane one. It sucks. Maybe try this one, the EOS one. Fresh and cozy.